With Shohei Ohtani off to join the evil empire of the Los Angeles Dodgers,
Join me.
the 2024 American League MVP has never been more up for grabs. Today, we're going to talk about 10 players that I think have the best shot at winning AL MVP in 2024. Starting at number 10, we have the one and only Michael Nelson Trout. What else can be said about Trout other than that he has been elite since coming into the MLB at 19 years old? He's been battling injuries the last 3 years, playing an average of only 80 games per season over that span. But let's not forget that in the 9 seasons before that, he finished top 5 in AL MVP voting every single one of those years, even winning it 3 times. He's 32 years old with a career WAR of 85.2. I mean, come on. A fully healthy Trout is always an MVP threat, and I couldn't count him out. In the 9 spot, we have Cleveland Guardians third baseman Jose Ramirez. The 5-time All-Star always seems to find himself at the MVP conversation at the end of the season. He's got a career OPS plus of 129 with 162 game averages of 41 doubles, 5 triples, and 27 home runs. He's a switch-hitting beast who also led the American League in intentional walks in the last 2 seasons. Maybe because he's the only offensive threat on that team? Is 2024 the year J-Ram steps up and finally gets that trophy? We'll have to wait and see. Oh, and let's not forget, he packs quite a punch.
Stop it. Get some help.
Number 8. The flow speaks for itself. Yes, I am talking about Blue Jays perennial all-star Bo Bichette. He led the American League in hits in 2021 and 22, and he was on pace for over 200 hits last year before injuries derailed his season. With a career OPS plus of 123, this guy can hit everything. He may not be the world's best defender, but he did increase his defensive runs saved from -16 in 2022 to +5 in 2023, and I think any Blue Jays fan will take that. Next up, we have Kyle Tucker. The 27-year-old Houston Astros right fielder has been nothing short of consistent over the last few seasons. His home run totals from 2021 to 23 were 30, 30, and 29. Not bad, while also averaging an OPS close to 900 over that span. Now, Tucker is not someone that you necessarily think of as fast, but he did steal 30 bases last year.
What?
A perennial all-star and 30-30 threat is always a dark horse for MVP. The only thing stopping him could be one of his teammates, who we'll talk about later in the video. Coming in at number 6, we have Marcus Semien. Now, Semien had a bit of a slow start to his career, but he's absolutely taken off and become one of the top players in the American League over the last 5 seasons. Since 2019, he's finished 3rd in MVP voting 3 times, was an All-Star and Silver Slugger twice, and even won a Gold Glove in 2021. Definitely not because he had 45 home runs that year. You could make an argument that his stats are a result of volume, as he's led the American League in plate appearances for the last 5 years, but he continues to produce at a high level, and the Texas Rangers have arguably the best offense in the American League, so he should be in the MVP race again in 2024. Now we're going to get into our top 5 candidates for AL MVP in 2024, and we are starting with the young star out in Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. What can I say? This kid is an absolute stud, and he's only 23 years old. He's only played 2 seasons, but he's quickly risen as a top-level talent in the majors. Last season, he hit 30 home runs with a batting average of 276 and an OPS of 813. If the Royals can get a few more guys to start hitting and give him a bit more protection, Bobby Witt Jr. could have an absolutely massive season. Let's also not forget that he is in the 100th percentile for sprint speed, being tied with Elly De La Cruz of the Reds as the fastest in the league at 30.5 feet per second. He led the league in triples in 2023 and finished with 49 stolen bases. Now, we all know how special Acuna's season was, but Bobby Witt Jr. finished 1 stolen base shy of a 30-50 season. That is absolutely crazy. Big things are coming for him in that wide open AL Central. We teased him earlier, and our number 4 pick for American League MVP is the slugger from Houston, Yordan Alvarez. What else can be said about the Astros DH/left fielder? And that he can absolutely mash a baseball. Came into the league at 2019 with a bang, winning Rookie of the Year thanks to a campaign where he slashed .313 with a .412 on base, .655 slugging, good for an OPS of 1,067. He hit 26 doubles and 27 home runs in only 87 games that year. The dude has a career OPS plus of 165. Oh, and he's also been an absolute clutch monster in the playoffs, winning the ALCS MVP in 2021 and helping the Astros win the World Series in 2022. Heading into his age 27 season, Yordan is primed for a 40-plus home run campaign and should definitely be on your MVP radar. If you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching and all the support lately. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more MLB content. 2 MLB seasons, 2 Silver Sluggers, 2 All-Star appearances, Rookie of the Year, And the most impressive home run derby round of all time? That's right. And spot number 3, we have the young Mariners phenom, Julio Rodriguez. J-Rod got off to a bit of a slow start in 2023 with an OPS of 721 heading into the All-Star break. But after he smashed a record 41 home runs in one round of the home run derby, he went on a tear to finish the season. He had 19 home runs in the second half alone. He finished his sophomore season with 32 homers, 37 doubles, and stole 37 bases, which is good enough for him to finish 4th in MVP voting. He also made history in August, becoming the first player ever to accumulate 17 hits in only 4 games, which is ridiculous. If he puts together a full season like his 2023 second half, he definitely has a shot to take home the MVP this year. We are down to our top 2, and they are both former MVPs. Well, our number 2 pick may not have a regular season MVP trophy yet, but he is a 2-time World Series MVP, with one of those coming last season. Corey Seager is my number 2 pick for the 2024 AL MVP. He had an absolutely insane 2023. He hit .327 with a .390 on base and a .623 slugging percentage, good for an OPS of 1,013 with 33 home runs, and led the American League in doubles with 42, and he missed over 40 games. If he had played all 162, he had a legitimate shot at winning the MVP over Ohtani last year.
What did he say?
He has been an absolute menace at the plate since his Rookie of the Year winning 2016 season. Prior to the 2022 season, the Rangers signed him to a massive 10-year, $325 million contract, and it's looking to be worth every penny so far. He carried over his play into the postseason, seemingly crushing everything in sight to help lead the Rangers to their first ever World Series title. His 9th inning, game-tying home run in Game 1 set the tone for the series, and the rest was history. If he plays a full season next year, there's no telling how high his ceiling is, and that's why I have him at number 2. And so we are down to 1, my top pick for the 2024 American League MVP, the beast from the AL East, Aaron Judge. Without a doubt, in my mind, he's the best hitter in the American League when healthy, and he has the stats to back it up. Over 8 seasons in the big leagues, here are his stats per 162 games. 282 average, an on-base percentage just shy of 400, and a 982 OPS, while hitting a whopping 50 home runs per year on average. In his last fully healthy season, he took home the MVP after hitting an American League record 62 home runs. Last year, he had 37 in only 106 games, which is about a 54 home run pace for the season. If it wasn't for the whole trash can saga down in Houston, Judge would already have 2 MVPs. If I were a betting man, my money would be on number 99 to take home the MVP in 2024. He may be the second oldest person on this list, being about 6 months younger than Trout. But Aaron Judge is an unmatched force in the league, and he should be for the foreseeable future. Now, I know I didn't put any pitchers on this list, but I definitely think a hitter is going to win the American League MVP in 2024. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Who do you think is going to win the AL MVP in 2024? Thanks, everybody, for watching. Peace.